showed that it was a pretty well-played game. Shooting was excellent, both teams.
Well, the interesting thing, let's look at for St. Joe. They were 15 out of 22. Now, you talk about taking high percentage shots.
Yeah.
If Indiana would have shot that percentage from the free throw line, they'd have beat Ohio State the other night, friend.
That's 68%. That's pretty tough to beat.
68%. Our Dons shot 56%.
And they have a lead. Yeah.
22. The Dons 3 out of 6 from three-point range. 8 out of 9 from the free throw line. The free throw line and the ability to get to the free throw line early in a ball game here is the difference.
Yeah, and as we look at the turnovers, interestingly enough, St. Joe had 11. IPFW 7.
Well, David, I would have, they must be a little more generous probably than you and I, because we had some flourishes there very early. The halftime stats, interestingly enough, for St. Joe, here's Dennison, the freshman, averaging 8 points a game, and he's got 7 in the first half. Here's Trent Smith, the junior, averaging 8 points a game. He has 9. Harry Perry, who is averaging 6 points a game, have 7. Rather quiet tonight. Mark Scheidler, their leading scorer, leading rebounder.
Yeah. We'll be right back after these words.
Story in the first half. For St. Joe, Lyles 2, Scheidler 4, Brown 4, Vincent 7.
The tragedy of child abuse takes many forms, from verbal assaults to hurtful blows. But it is preventable, and we all have a role to play. If you know of a parent having difficulty, reach out. Sit down and talk. And if you're having difficulty, get help for yourself. Talk to a friend. Sign up for a parenting class. Take time out. Don't take it out on your child.
Contact the National Committee for Prevention of Child Abuse.
I want to be a doctor,
a judge,
electrical engineer, a chemist, a dentist.
The American dream is alive, nurtured in part by the United Negro College Fund. The fund reaches out to deserving students with a quality education, an education that turns wonderful young dreams into realities.
I want to be president.
And you'll be tough to beat.
Please, support the United Negro College Fund.
What comes to your mind when you think about statistics? Polls, gambling, maybe baseball. Sure, but how about lightning, lobsters, music, chocolate cake, sex discrimination, heart attacks, potato chips, traffic, the ozone layer, Shakespeare, monkeys, dancing, drug testing? If some of these things didn't make your list, then you should be watching public television's new statistics series, Against All Odds.
All the teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say.
The power of teaching.
Well, don't get no better if we're just
The power to wake up young minds. The power to wake up the world. Teachers have that power. Reach for the power. Teach. I'm Edward James Olmos, and we're recruiting new teachers. Call 1-800-45-TEACH.
I never saw anybody light up a bar like Jack.
You can say that again.
He had a million jokes.
2 million.
Oh, what a riot.
Oh, yeah.
One of a kind.
No kidding.
I swear, if I thought he couldn't drive, I'd have said something. You know? I mean, how could you spoil his fun?
Right.
Tape the keys. Call a cab. Take a stand. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
Color, space, line, form. These basic elements have been used by painters, sculptors, and architects to create artworks of timeless beauty and value. The Art of the Western World television course examines many of mankind's most enduring achievements and provides you with the key to the language of art.
trash come from?
Welcome back to the Gates Sports Center. This college cable access sports presentation is underwritten in part by a grant from Cable Access Incorporated of Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Well, David, here we are, ready for a second half. 39-35, we're up 4 first half. The Pumas shoot 68%. They're down by 4. Don scored the last 4 points. Largest lead of the game was 8.
Yeah.
Some interesting stats here. Trent Smith with 9. Dennison with 7. 15 out of 22 from the Pumas. For our Dons, 14 out of 25. Shane Gibson, 3 out of 6. He's got 9 points. But Andre Walton, 12 points, 4 out of 5 from the in field goals and 4 out of 4 from the line. Only 1 free throw missed in a half. Here we are to start the second half for the Dons. Sean Gibson, Shane Gibson, Andre Walton, Andy Liebert, and Pat Murphy. On the alternate possession, the ball will go to the St. Joe Pumas. Scheidler, 35. Let's see what they have. Harry Perry's into the game.
Yeah, he draws a lot of playing time. He may not be a starter, but he
Perry, Kevin Dennison, number 13 with the ball. Dennison looks to Scheidler. They may look to Scheidler a little more. Scheidler out of movement, guarded by Murphy. Almost undressed him. 35, Mark Brown. Boy, a lot of walk, a lot of movement out there with a foot when Mark Brown's got the ball. Somebody just threw one of the blue sports balls on the floor. 17 seconds to go on the shot clock here. Let's see if the Pumas pick that up.
Good defense by the Mastodons. But they've got to be alert here now in the inbounds play and not let something easy happen inside.
There's Brown. Brown over to Dennison. Dennison to Trent Smith. Now, Trent Smith likes to shoot a little more than the scouting report on him.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Harry Perry. Harry Perry off the rim, and nobody goes to get the ball. Tipped, rebound by Gibson. Gibson to Andre Walton. Got a 2-on-2. What does Andre do? Andre takes it all the way. Andre up good. Andre Walton with his 14th point of the game. 6-point Don lead, 41-35. Good acceleration. Right now, Andre Walton's the fastest player on the floor.
And they've just absolutely got to shut him down outside and make him pass off, or he'll go all the way.
Scheidler moves. Scheidler out to Dennison. Dennison with a little shuffle. Over to Brown. Brown playing 20 feet from the basket. There's Scheidler going to be wide open. Oh, no call. The St. Joe coaching staff is going crazy on the sidelines. There's Andre Walton all the way down.
My only comment would have to be they're consistent.
Yes, I'll tell you, David, they don't call a lot.
That's right. There's only 2 of them. They figure there's a third of the calls that should be made by somebody else, and they won't be made tonight.
Well, you're generous, David. Andre Walton on a pass in from... There's Gibson. Gibson to Liebert. Tight man-to-man defense. Sean Gibson. Gibson Murphy. Murphy's got a little mouse over the eye. Shane Gibson from 3. It's up. Good. Shane Gibson. His second 3 of the ball game. Shane's got 10.
And they got to maintain this now and just keep building on it.
9-point lead. Largest lead of the game. 44-35. Here at 18-15 in the second half. A number of substitutions. Scott Simmons in for Liebert. And who snuck in there for St. Joe? Must have been number 44,
yeah.
Donnie Riggins.
Donnie Riggins.
Uh-oh, here comes a break. Oh, and they got the foul. Brown and a foul. That was rather easy.
Yeah.
Murphy back Simmons. Murphy playing a little 2-man game. Out off of St. Joe. 7-point lead, 44-37.
And it really does surprise me that when a man slacks down from behind inside on the post, that they don't call that foul.
Good. Walton with a beautiful move on it. Oh, and he misses another one. He's missed 2 of those, David.
Yeah, that one was kind of in heavy traffic. He was waiting for Scheidler to...
Boy, he made a beautiful move to get open. There's Scheidler. Right, 35, Brown. And off of Brown. Oh, they're going to call a foul on...
Pat Murphy, probably. Nope. Shane Gibson.
Shane Gibson's first. Team's first.
And the replay showed that Shane did get a hold of an arm on the way down the lane.
Good defense here.
Yeah.
Good defense. Move into the center. Up good. 44, Riggins. They've got 10 points off their bench, 10 of their 39, and that's been their custom all year long.
Yeah.
Here's Murph pass to Murphy, and a turnover again for the Dons. Was a 9-point lead. Now it's 5. Steal by Andre Walton.
He's got some help with Scotty Simmons. Scotty's...
Oh!
How there couldn't be.
Well, the St. Joe coaches are applauding that call.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. If we could see a replay on that one, I'm sure we'd see an arm.
And there we did.
Yeah, he went flying by.
No blood. No blood. Tony Martin into the game, maybe for a little quickness, a little defensive pressure. Over to Walton in the corner. Walton closely guarded, a foul, and we've got a foul on number 30. That's Perry.
I think he's just going to call. He tipped the ball out of bounds. It hit the out-of-bounds line. Your call was right, but that's not the call that was made.
Oh, there's Andre again. Andre Martin. Martin at the top of the key. John Gibson. Murphy. Oh. Puma ball.
Pat Murphy was fortunate at that time. Among other things, he lost his contact lens, found it very quickly, so he's trying to get that replaced back in. The Mastodons with a 5-point lead that just a little while ago was 9.
Well, about a minute and 20 seconds ago was a 9-point lead, and the Pumas have scored 4 in a row.
But they have an opportunity here to push it back up to 7 or 8.
If history goes anything, the games, this team here, the games...
Oh, my. Oh, my. Okay.
Foul on 24, Shane Gibson. That's his second, the team's second. With all the activity, David.
Yeah. With all the things that could be called.
A little more aggressive pressure in the backcourt now by the Dons. Tony Martin, Gordon Perry. Gibson on Shiler. Or Gibson on Brown, I'm sorry. There's Shiler. Perry. Up. Gibson with a rebound to Gibson. Leaves it for Andre Walton. Andre Walton has it picked by Riggin.
Ooh, might have been a little shuffle of the feet, but
Riggin
play on.
Foul's going to be on Martin. That's his first, second. Second foul on Martin, 3 out of 10. This is sort of a reversal of the first half, David.
Yeah.
3 fouls on the Dons, none on the Pumas.
And we played 4 minutes here into the second half.
Riggins at the line to shoot 2. The Pumas were perfect from the line in the first half, 3 out of 3. First one's up. No good.
Well, they're not perfect any longer.
Well, 44-39, 16 minutes to go in a half. Riggins at the line to shoot the second of the 2. Shots up, it's good. We've got a 4-point ball game. 5 in a row scored by the Pumas. 16 minutes exactly to go in the game.
Back to the halftime margin.
Just can't get up and maintain that lead.
No, IPFW's been a little sluggish.
Gibson to Gibson. Gibson underneath Tony Martin. Back to Gibson. Gibson for 3. Long off the iron. They're beating us on the long rebound.
Yeah. Yeah, they're beating us just to the ball.
There's number 12. It's up. No. They call it for traveling. What a break. Woo. Trent Smith with a 3. He's got 9 points in the ball game. And a little traveling music before he shot that 3.
Yeah, well, he didn't put the ball on the floor and had plenty of opportunity to do that.
Like ranking in, replacing Murphy. 44-40. 3-minute drought here for the Dons, David. Had some good shots. missed some underneath in traffic.
Little discussion here. The official had quieted down some of the players on the end of the St. Joe bench, then had the coach come down and make sure he understood what was going on. Well, the Dons have the ball, and they've got a 4-point lead. They need to get some offense going here soon.
Here's Andre Walton over to Ranking. Ranking to Gibson. Gibson on a nice move up. Oh, it doesn't go.
Can't buy one here in this second half.
Riggins.
It almost looks like, Ed, that St. Joe has decided to come out here and push that ball up the floor in a hurry.
It looks like a different St. Joe team.
Yeah, it does.
Riggins with the ball. Riggins. Perry. Perry up. Shot off. Sean Gibson with a rebound.
Sean, the number 1 rebounder in the
Andre Walton takes it in. Andre up. Passes over to... Good move. To Ranky. A great assist by Andre Walton. Good penetration.
Yeah.
This is a different St. Joe ball club, David. I mean, they're in a hurry.
They are pushing the ball up in the right now. Their half-court offense is about the same.
David, if we have this on replay, it's a question of whether
he stumbled over the white line on the floor is what he stumbled over.
That's Tony Martin's third foul. Here comes Scott Simmons going to come into the ball game, replacing Tony Martin. David, this is a little quicker St. Joe combination on the floor right now than we saw in the first half.
And it will be interesting to see if they can maintain the pace. I'm not sure they're used to playing it.
46-40. Trent Smith out, guarded by Walton. Kicks down underneath. Throw it away.
All right.
Boom. Scheidler had some unkind words there for Smith.
Well, maybe if they can start talking to each other, they'll come apart here a little bit.
Well, the Dons have scored 2 points in the last 4 minutes. You can't have these kind of droughts. Oh, finally a foul. Number 42, Josh Gibson, and that's Gibson's third. He'd just come into the game.
Yeah. And in the traditional style, Josh smiles and says, I didn't touch him.
6'7" junior out of Stanford, Connecticut.
He's a big kid. Good rebounder.
Shane Gibson to pass it in to Andre Walton on the side. Don set an offense. A few picks, a lot of motion. There's Ranking in the corner, number 44. Ranking looks. Sean Gibson. Sean Gibson way out. Little miscommunication there between the Gibson brothers. Shane would have had to been about 7'4". Here's Lewis with the ball. Trent Smith across the timeline for the Pumas, guarded by Walton. Shot up, good. Nice 6-footer by Josh Gibson. 46-42. The Dons locked on this 44 for an awfully long time, David, almost 5 minutes. Scheidler with great hustle. Don's ball.
And I'm not so sure that it wasn't a reach-in, but it was great hustle on the kid's part. He plays hard.
Well, here's a new face into the lineup.
He's
Tom
coming
Patterson,
in.
a junior from Toledo, Ohio, 6'4", for the Dons.
Replaces Shane Gibson. IPFW needs to maintain some good movement, some good continuity on the offense here. They've been sputtering a little bit.
Sputtering an awfully lot.
And I think we've got a zone defense. Well, no, it's a kind of a matchup zone here by the Pumas.
Kick the ball, reset the clock. Here we are, 13-20, 46-42.
And the clock was down to 13.
2 points in 5 minutes for the Dons. I hate to belabor that point, but we've got to get a scoring machine going.
And not much
There's
more
Patterson
than that.
on the side. Patterson takes it up. No call.
Well, there is a call. Offensive foul.
We're sitting here 5 fouls against 1 in this half, Dave.
Yeah, and that's not going to be good. We got to get that turned around here pretty shortly. Don't want to put St. Joe at the line and give them an opportunity to cut this margin at the line.
46-42.
New face, Mike Crowley, number 15 for St. Joe.
Trent Smith.
Number 15 on it. He set an illegal
Mike
pick.
Crowley just got into the game. Now, I'll tell you, that's the kind of substitution we want. He's in the ball game for 6 seconds, gets his first personal foul.
Well, he set an illegal pick. And out in the open.
Well, and they saw it.
Yeah.
Well, come on, Dons. 46-42.
IPFW needs, again, to
Here's
get
Andre
some-
Walton. Walton out to the top of the key. Walton looks. Walton looks inside to Gibson. Back to Walton. Gibson looks a little frustrated. He and Scheidler have really been going at one another. Andre closely guarded. Nobody moving. There's Sean Gibson way out on the core side. Underneath to Reinke. Reinke was hammered.
And number 15 is going to draw his second one right quick.
I don't know. I think
Mike
he got
Crowley.
42. I think he got Josh Gibson for his fourth. Oh, he got 15.
Yeah.
Crowley's second foul. That's the team second in the half.
Would have been all right if it had been Josh Gibson.
12:36 minutes. We've scored 2 points. Walton out the top of the key. Patterson. Simmons tries to move. Underneath, Reinke. Reinke up, he walks.
As intense as the defense is, I can't believe that there isn't some call contact there.
Here we are, 46-42, 12:21 to go in the ball game. We're battling for first place here at the Great Lakes Valley Conference.
Coach Peters is trying to keep some guys fresh.
You know, Dave, our crowd really hasn't had anything to be the ball game about.
Not yet. They haven't gotten real excited.
Now, I want to tell you, if you can see, when Brown gets the ball, he moves his feet.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't watch that when he's 50, 60 feet away from the basket.
And they're big feet, so they shouldn't be hard to see.
Crowley, there's Scheidler. Scheidler guarded by Reinke. Scheidler makes a move. Now, they've got a different lineup in there now with Brown and Scheidler, and they play a good motion, David.
Yeah, they
There's
do.
15, Crowley. Crowley falls down, throws it away. Ooh. I thought he threw it away.
Well, Doug Reinke got a hand on it just enough to tip it away.
Patterson guarding the inbounds pass.
Shot clock will not be reset. So
14, 13 down the shot clock. We're down to 11. On the shot clock, 21, Lyles. There's 15, Crowley. Crowley makes a good head fake. 35, Brown up. Off the board. No, tipped. The Pumas down with a rebound. Brown out to Crowley. Lyles, Tony Lyles with the ball, guarded by Walton.
Pretty good defense that time. That shuts down, gives them actually
The
great.
ball went up there awfully hard off
Yeah.
the board, came back. There's Brown, 20 feet from the basket. Crowley with the ball in the corner, guarded. Oh, they've got a mismatch now. They've got Scott Simmons on Brown. Oh, a three off the...
Oh, my. No, the other guy's going to correct things here. He's either going to correct them and
Somebody
make it...
just threw a blue ball on the floor.
The
And the
original
call's
call
going to stand, David.
Yeah.
They didn't have the guts to say, okay, I got it one way, you got it the other. Let's toss it up and go alternate possession. 35, Brown. Brown to Crowley. Crowley got it by Simmons.
Need to keep playing the good defense and
Lyles.
just don't let them get what they want on
Lyles
offense.
stolen by Andre Walton. Half stolen by Walton. Now that should be an... Oh, there's a scout by Simmons. Simmons up on a breakaway and will take it. Will absolutely take it.
Credit Andre Walton.
There
with
was
a big
no
piece of that.
contact whatsoever on that play, David. Hey, there's Riggins. Riggins to Lyles for the Pumas down the middle. Oh. Foul on Andre Walton. Andre's first, the team sixth.
Looked like that call might have been as the drive was being made, but not sure whether he's going to shoot free throws or not.
I think
he's motioning that the call was on the floor, so the Puma ball out underneath their basket.
54, Pat Murphy in. 24, Shane Gibson in.
Need some good heads-up play now out of these fresh guys.
Brown guarded by Sean Gibson. Riggins with the ball for the Pumas. They pack it in and rotate it around. Little Indiana-style basketball. Yeah. Underneath, Scheidler, who hammered by Murphy. Pat Murphy, that should be his second. Seventh foul on the team. Dave, 10:23 of the second half. The Pumas are in the bonus. Scheidler at the line to shoot two. He's been sort of quiet tonight. We hope to keep him that way. First shot is up, and it's good. Gets a lot of rim.
He got the shooter's roll.
48-43. 10 and a half to go in the game. Scheidler for the second. Shots up, and it's in and out. He had a lot of roll that time. It didn't go.
Yeah.
5-point lead for the Dons. Largest lead of the game has been 9. Sean Gibson. Sean to Shane. Shane looks into Murphy. Murphy out to Andre Walton. Simmons. Simmons down the right side. Boy, they pack it in. Somebody's got to hit the 3. Gibson. Andre Walton. Simmons.
A lot better offensive movement now, though, by the Dons. They get a lot more.
Oh, what a pick. What a beautiful pick. Oh, a tip. Murphy. Good hustle by Murphy to Andre Walton.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And we've got a ticky-tack foul on number 30, Perry, his second. And the crowd's coming alive.
Yeah, they are. They appreciated that last movement a lot. The offense had some life to it. Got a good shot, just didn't fall.
Sean Gibson to Shane Gibson. Shane Gibson up. Good. Basket by Shane.
Tough shot. Tough shot. He's missed some. It's a lot easier than that. Good move, Shane.
Trent Smith with the ball to Riggins. Scheidler. Top of the key. Scheidler fakes.
I like keeping him out there.
Good defense by the Dons tonight. They're basically Scheidler at 6'5", guarded by 6'7", 6'8" men all night long, and it's a good defensive move. Makes him work a little bit harder. Oh, good move by Perry. Oh, the shot is unbelievably long, and we got a clear out on Brown.
And clear out he did.
David, that's his third foul, the 5th on the team. Well, he cleared everybody out to be wide open. Here's Dennison back in the game. He's been out for quite a while.
Yeah.
He scored 7 points early and then went into hibernation. Let's keep him there. View of the St. Joe bench. Here's Andre Walton across the timeline. Andre going to be guarded by Perry. Perry just starts backing up when Andre comes bringing the ball. There's a beautiful pick, a pass for 3. Shane Gibson for 3.
And that puts the Mastodons back.
10-point lead, Dave. Here we are, 8:40 to go. Up by 10, 53-43.
And Andre Walton either sprained an ankle or got his foot stepped on or something because he's hobbling.
And his face looks a little bit in pain. Going to be a foul on Murphy. That's going to be his third. And here's Scheidler at the line. Scheidler going to shoot 1 in the bonus.
Andre doesn't want to come out.
He says he's okay. Yeah, let's watch this play on replay. Here we are, Scheidler. Bumped by Murphy, push off. Offensive player gets the call. Scheidler to shoot 1 in bonus. 8:30 to go in a game. 53-43 to Dons by 10. This is for first place in the Great Lakes Valley Conference.
And the crowd's coming alive.
Scheidler on it's short. Gibson with a rebound.
IPFW with the ball. Good series of play going here now for IPFW.
Dave, if they can see this on defense, what you have the two top players on each team, Scheidler and Sean Gibson, guarding one another. And I think it's taking a toll on both of them. There's Simmons. Simmons shot up. No. Because what you have basically are Sean Gibson playing tough defense. Scheidler's guarding Sean Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
Now Gibson's switched off. He's guarding Brown. Murphy's on Scheidler. Here's Smith with the ball.
There's a lot of energy being expended on this.
Oh, nice move by Brown.
And Shane Gibson was just a tad slow rotating around to cover the backside on the offense.
That's the third foul on Shane Gibson. We've got 3 fouls on Murphy, 3 fouls on Martin. 8 minutes to go. Let's set it. 8-point lead. Brown's line. Shots up. No good. A little iron. Here's Andre Martin. He's looking a little better right now.
Yeah, he's
Sean Gibson. Sean looks over to Simmons. Simmons on the drive to move to Andre Walton. Walton kicks it back out. Take a little time off the clock. 7:40 to go. Dons by 8. Oh, nice hand check out there at center court. Out to Simmons. Simmons tries to take it in the key to look. Back to Murphy. Murphy needs to look back to him. Oh, great tip.
Great tip.
Sean Gibson.
Here they come in a hurry.
Back to a 10-point lead. Long pass. Scheidler. And they call a foul on Sean Gibson. That's his third. Dave, let's see if we've got that. That looks awfully, awfully close.
Yeah, it did. But even if he made some contact, still good play. He make the big guy go to the line and rather than drop it in.
Here we are right there. He doesn't look good from here. He probably got him in the back. Brown to shoot two. Shot is off the rim.
And it's almost as though they're beginning to run out of gas just a little bit, but that ball's coming up short for him.
That shot is up. It's missed. Oh! Nobody blocked out.
Checking out.
Dennison gets the two. What a gift.
Trey Slags came right in there and really made him move.
55-47, 7 minutes to go. There is Shane Gibson. Shane Gibson looks. Shane Gibson hits. I'll tell you what, he's got 10 in this half. Back to a 10-point lead. Here comes Frankie coming into the ballgame. Gibson coming in and Riggins coming in for the Pumas.
Yeah, Shane's got the flow on the shot now here in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Really come to life. Doug Ranke back in the ballgame now to give Pat Murphy a rest. Doug still looks like he's trying to shake off that flu bug just a little bit. He has to have lost a little strength.
Are you a little surprised, Dave, we haven't seen John Hansreiter in for a couple minutes or so?
Well, yes and no, because John...
What a move by Gibson.
John had about as bad a sprain as I've seen in a long, long time, and he's back from it, but it's still got to be just a little bit tender. He'll be available if needed.
Oh. Nice movement. There's Simmons. Simmons to Shane Gibson. Or to Sean Gibson, excuse me. Sean Gibson up underneath. He is hammered.
And the foul is drawn on Harry Perry.
That's Perry's third. That's only the 6th on the team. We're already in 10, which means they shoot 2 from here on out.
Yeah.
57-49.
Fortunately, they've not been shooting them well here of late. And at least we will be in the 1-and-1 now from each foul from here on out.
There's Sean Gibson to shoot 2. It's up, it's good. That's his 10th point of the night.
Well, this one can truly be described as a battle.
Yes, it could.
A battle.
58-49, 6:30 to go in a ball game, David. Here we are, Sean Gibson, I'm sorry. Oh, it's hard off the iron. Now, we didn't get the fresh legs in here to get a tipper.
And Andre kind of got moved out from any kind of rebound position.
All 30, what can I say? Ranke with a rebound, long pass, Simmons.
Scotty's a good athlete.
Take it. Yes, he does. Seidler with a rebound. Good defense. Just a lot of good action.
St. Joe's been fortunate a lot of times tonight. They've had just a good bounce. It's come to them.
Seidler, top of the key, guarded by Gibson now. Oh. Gibson with a rebound to Walton. We've got an advantage here, 4-on-2. Andre backs it out.
But it wasn't a real clear shot.
My gosh. Sean Gibson was absolutely hammered all the way to the wall.
Blown out of the gym, I think is what it's called.
David, we used to say they ought to let the officials sit down and let the kids play.
Well, they're letting them
got
play.
Simmons up. Simmons good for the 2.
Big bucket.
His 3rd basket of the game.
Stretches that lead to 11 for the first time.
Timeout. One of the officials got snowed in Cincinnati. That's why we only have 2. So it must be really doing something. Here we are. We'll set the stage. 5:15 to go in a half. Or in the game, 60-49, the largest lead for the Dons. Folks, I want to tell you, we'll close our season here pretty quick. Saturday night we play Lewis, an old nemesis, David. We'll be back after this announcement.
Catch all the action of top-ranked men's volleyball this weekend at IPFW. Tickets available at all Ticketmaster locations or call 481-6643.
Welcome back to the Gates Sports Center here on the campus of IPFW for tonight's Great Lakes Valley action. We're up, David, 60-49. This is Doc Leonard and Dave Skelton. 5:19 to go in the game.
And Ed, the clock is beginning to get excited here, or the crowd, I should say, beginning to get excited yet. They're making a little noise, making kind of sense now that things might be going a little bit more the IPFW way.
You know, this series goes back 24 years. This series goes back, and it's tied 12-12, and so this is for the break here. There's Perry. Perry with the ball. Martin back in the game with 3 fouls on him. Scheidler at the top of the key. Riggins, Sean Gibson and Scheidler doing a real battle here tonight. Gibson on the floor. The ball's on the floor. We've got a jump ball. Our ball.
Great hustle by Sean Gibson. He didn't get the ball.
Simmons, Reinke may have bumped his head down there. Helped off the floor by Andre Walton. That's sort of the giant Andre helping up the big giant, Doug Reinke.
That's for sure.
I think we're going to see some full court, in-your-face pressure now by the Pumas.
And number 30, Harry Perry's probably the best they have at doing that.
There's a pass to Reinke. Reinke to Walton. Andre backs it out, takes some time off. Need to be aggressive, David. Need to work the clock. Under 5 minutes to go. The Dons by 11, and there's a foul on Perry, and that's his 4th, and that's a break.
Yes, it is, and it's a kind of call that could have been made earlier, but it's one that they really have to call that at this point in time because that gives the defense an advantage. So Andre will go to the line to shoot the 1-and-1.
Andre's been awfully quiet in the first half, but we wouldn't be here at this point if it wasn't for Andre in the first half.
That's right.
Andre with 12 in the first half. His shot is up hard off the rim. We've missed our last 2 free throws. Little traveling music by Smith. And a good call.
4:42 on the clock.
11-point lead for the Dons.
Nice opportunity here to stretch that up to 13. That'd be all right. 2 of the best in the Great Lakes Valley Conference, Ed, right here tonight, and they're really showing us a good performance.
Got Simmons. Sean Gibson. 5 seconds to get it across. Throw it away again.
Forced it. Really didn't have to go that. Wasn't that tough.
That's the second time I think he thought his brother was 7 foot tall. Here we are. 4:30 to go in a ball game. 11-point Don lead. Smith over the timeline calls out the play. Walton watching him. Not a lot of movement right now. Oh, there we go. Smith up good. First basket of the second half.
Andre got the ball up quickly that
Sean
time.
Sean Gibson backing in on out to Reinke. Reinke looks. That's a surprise. Shane Gibson. Simmons. A lot of motion. There's Andre Walton all alone to Sean Gibson.
Great pass by Andre Walton. As the clock ticks under 4 minutes now.
11-point Don lead, 3:51 to go in the ball game. Scheidler on a move, Scheidler up, and I don't know what they're going to call it. They're going to call ranking up front.
Yeah, because it couldn't be Sean Gibson. Sean had all ball, and there was no way that ball was going anywhere. And I'm on a replay, I'm not sure Doug had him.
Whoops, we just lost our replay.
Well, one official was in the snow, now they're all in the snow.
Well, we're back to action here. Scheidler at the line to shoot 2. 11-point Don lead, 3:46. Scheidler at the line. Eyes the basket. Here it comes. It's up. Hey, it's good.
He certainly takes his full allotment of time to get that shot off.
62-52, 10-point Don lead. Got a block out here. The last time they missed a free throw, they went in and got the easy layup.
Another 3-point shooter coming in.
Crowley coming in. Sort of surprised, though. That's Crowley for Smith. And Smith hit their only 3-pointer.
Smith, again, looks like one of them who's running out of gas just a little bit. Crowd coming alive on the side of the second free throw.
It's up. It's good. He's got 7 for the game. 9-point lead, 62-53, 3:46 to go.
Mark
Brown comes in.
And gives Scheidler a rest.
There's Scott Simmons. Scott Simmons back to Sean Gibson. Oh, we've got a little hammer there a couple times by Brown. That should be Brown's fourth foul.
Foul trouble or foul condition is going to become a concern for St. Joe. A lot of their people, but they're getting down to the point now where they have no
they've
choice.
got Brown with 4 and Perry with 4 and Gibson with 3 and nobody else even close. Here's Sean Gibson at the line. He's been there once before. He's 1 out of 2 for the night. Shoot the front end of the bone at 1-1. Shots up. It's good. Back to a 9-point lead.
It's a big free throw because that makes it now
10-point lead, I hope.
Yeah, 10.
Now Gibson to shoot the second. Couple substitutions for St. Joe. Scheidler with a short breather back in the game.
Well, they can't afford to have him out. I mean, the kid's tough.
Here's Sean Gibson. His second shot is up, and it's good. 11-point lead, 64-53. A little higher scoring, David, than I thought it might be.
Yeah, for a while there, it looked like it would never get up into the 60s. But the 60s is where St. Joe plays a great deal of the time.
44, Riggins.
But the game at St. Joe was in the 60s.
Dennison absolutely throws it away.
And Scott Simmons alertly went over and picked it up. It might have gone out of bounds, but he took no chance on it.
Oh, there's Andre Walton with a good move. Simmons hands it back to Walton. Walton takes it back out. He's all over it.
Simmons had
There's
a decent
Ranking.
enough
If I would foul Ranking, get rid of the ball.
Yeah, but you know, Doug's not
Sean
too bad
Gibson,
at the line.
Sean to Shane. Shane to Ranking. To Walton. Woo! A lot of movement, no call. There's Sean Gibson underneath of the fadeaway. Up, no good. Nice move by Riggins.
Quickly down the floor.
He's got 5 off the bench.
And we're under 3 minutes. We're at 2:42.
9-point game. Skimmons takes it up. A lot of hacking.
And no calls at this point. We'd like to go to the line. That'd be the best thing we could do.
All over on Rankin. Simmons backs it out. Simmons to Ranky. Ranky up to the basket. Good. Still no foul. Ranky with 2 baskets in the second half. Back to 11-point lead. 2:12 to go. 66-55. Timeout St. Joe.
Great pass by Scotty Simmons that time, and he hit Doug Ranky underneath.
We'll be right back.
Jobs. It's top priority with many Hoosiers today. Good jobs with good futures. That's what Ivy Tech in Fort Wayne specializes in, training good people for good jobs. The skilled jobs Indiana's future needs.
Ivy Tech, what Indiana needs to grow. Call for enrollment information.
Here we are. We're back. 2:12 to go in a ball game. 66-55. The Dons up by 11.
And for these last 2 minutes and 12 seconds, the lineup that Andy Biazza will have on the floor for the Dons will include Tony Martin, Scotty Simmons, Andre Walton, Doug Ranky, and Sean Gibson. St. Joe's ball. They've got 43 seconds on the time clock. And we see down at the far end of the floor that Don, the Mastodon, was trying to give the young Puma a lesson.
Well, here
in
we are. Here's Crowley with the ball, bringing it up. 11-point Don lead. Andre Walton's played a superb floor game tonight. Oh, there's Scheidler for 3. It's good.
And that almost looked like the toe was on the line.
Quick foul. They're going to put us on a free throw line. That should be on Dennison, his second. The 9th on the team.
Big free throws here because if Shane can put these in, that kind of negates the last jumper that went in for St. Joe. Keeps that lead out there at 10 if he can hit them both. And then after this, we'll be shooting 2 free throws every time we're fouled. And there'll be several more, I would imagine.
This is going to be a long 1:56 to go. 1:56. 8-point Don lead. Shane Gibson with the front end of the bonus. It's up. It's good.
Shane's got a nice touch tonight.
Now he will shoot the bonus.
Nice touch by Shane.
That's 20 for him for the evening. Leading scorer on the floor and for the Dons. Here he is. He eyes the second. It's up. It's no good. Brown with a rebound.
He was halfway down there. 9-point lead.
1:50 to go in the ball game. Prince Smith with it. Oh, Scheidler. Scheidler wants the ball. Looks like
an over and
back. Let it go. Tony Martin. Tony Martin to Gibson. Gibson is fouled. And the foul's on Dennison.
Nice hustle by Tony Martin because he could have let it go and we'd get the ball on the over and back, but there was an opportunity there for a score, and so they went for it.
Sean Gibson at the line to shoot 2. 58 for the Pumas, 67 for the host Dons, 1:39 to go. Shot is up and it's good. Back to an 11-point lead.
We hope on the next one.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's a 10. We hope the next one. Scott Simmons back into the ball game. Sean Gibson at the line to shoot the bonus. 10-point Don margin. It's up. It's off the front. No. Brown with a rebound. Brown to Smith. Woo! Smith to Dennison.
Big step.
Dennison to Brown. Brown up to score. Shots good by Brown. Timeout by the Pumas.
Sorry, I'd rather see that 2 being taken inside than the 3 outside.
Here we are, 1:30 to go. 8-point Don lead. St. Joe's made a run, Dave, in the last 4 minutes, outscoring us 11-8.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how many timeouts they have left, but I don't think they would have more than maybe 2 more. So the score and call timeout, save the clock. They can do a couple of more times, but hopefully we will have been scoring in the meantime. Yeah, this is the Great Lakes Valley Conference action at its best tonight with the 19-4 Mastodons out of IPFW going against the 18-5 St. Joe Pumas. That's overall record.
The Dons have 3 players right now in double figures, and we've gotten 12 points tonight off our bench. They've got 17 off theirs, but we expected that.
That's right.
They have 2 timeouts left for Pumas. I just got the signal from downstairs.
I would have guessed that'd be about right. And IPFW probably has plenty, so they won't need to have what they will be using. They'll certainly not be wanting to stop the clock for a while.
Walton with 14. Shane Gibson with 20.
Sean with about 15 or 16.
13 for Sean.
Okay. Scotty Simmons probably has 7 or 8.
7 for Simmons, 4 for Ranking. And then Marcinek, Martin, Lieber, and Murphy all with 2. Haven't seen Murphy much lately.
No, not in this last 10 minutes or so.
Here we are. Well, there's Ranking. Ranking back to Gibson. Oh, good hook. Foul on Brown, and that should be bye-bye for Mark Brown. He's going to exit the ball game tonight with 5 field goals. Helped us a little bit. Missed all 3 of his free throw attempts, and he leaves with 10 points.
Yeah, he's one of their best big guys. 6'7", 220 junior. Good rebounder.
This is a team, Dave, that's going to be building. They lose Scheidler, but they have essentially everybody else back on this team.
And this Mark Brown that just fouled out to hit the last shot. He's a good inside player. But they have a good bench. They have good depth, so they'll not be hurting for some good talent to come in.
And they're going to take their full allotted time to get a substitution in Dennison, the freshman starter coming in. Set the stage for you, 68-60, 1:27 to go. Sean Gibson will be at the line to shoot 2.
And it would certainly help if we came up with a little better than 1 out of 2, as we've done the last 2 or 3 times at the line.
Well, we're 4 out of our last 7.
Sean knows how to hit 2 clutch free throws because he certainly did that a week ago tonight down at Frankfort, Kentucky.
No. Still an 8-point lead. Gibson with a bonus. Right, 1:27 to go. Boy, we're a little ice cold from the free throw line.
Yeah.
And the second one is off the rim.
Oh, could have been a jump ball.
There's a 3. Look at that ball bounce around the right way. There's. Oh, 44. Riggins with a shot. Dave, we've got a 5-point ball game with 1:15.
And you talk about the doggone ball making good bounces for St. Joe, and it certainly has done that.
Dave, if we had that last one on replay, we'll be right back.
Crack and ended up another tragic story. Only she doesn't know it yet. Drugs make you forget. And if you forget how risky sex can be, you could catch the AIDS virus and not know it for months, even years. AIDS, another way drugs can kill.
There was a time many people thought that economics had very little to do with everyday life. Today, it seems there's very little in everyday life that does not have to do with economics. Enroll in the Economics USA telecourse. It's an education for life.
Let me set the stage for you. 1:15. Don's having trouble getting it in. Oh, finally due to Sean Gibson. Oh, there's a foul. The foul is on Crowley. That's his third.
Well, they're going to foul Sean until he makes them. I think he
Well, Dave, we're 5 out of our last 11 from the line. This was an 11-point ball game just a tick ago.
Yeah.
And now we're down to a 5-point ball game. We're 5 out of 11 on our last free throws.
And that possession only took 5 seconds off the clock. So we must capitalize on the free throws here.
Just show you if you don't make your free throws, shot by Gibson is no good.
And everything's a little bit short.
5 out of 12.
A little bit shy.
You know, we've played some ball games this year where we haven't made free throws, and you lose.
We need this one right here.
Shot is up, and it is good.
All right.
6-point lead. That's about 2 possessions.
Now,
Minute 9 to go.
Good defense.
They've hit their last 2 threes.
Get the ball.
There's Crowley. Crowley to Smith. He's inside the line. His shot is up. Ranke with a
big rebound. Big rebound.
Ranke is fouled, I think, by Scheidler.
Super rebound by Doug Ranke. Got good position on the offside from the shot.
Oh, the foul was on 30, Perry, and that's his 5th. Now, David, that's the second Puma to foul out of the ball game.
And we'll see here now, although
I had him for 5.
Well, I agree with you.
And I thought they just said 5.
But officially, they've got 4 on the board.
Well, we gave 1 to someone else then. Ranke with 2 at the line. Doug eyes almost an air ball. Oh, David, our free throw shooting here is woeful.
Got to step up there, Doug. Get this one, buddy. Forget the last one. And that'll push it back up.
There's Ranke right there. He hits the front of the rim. Oh, goodness gracious. Here we go. 55 seconds to go.
Well, we didn't gain anything.
Perry up. Perry with a 3. 47 seconds to go. The Pumas grabbed the ball. I don't know why the clock stopped. There was no timeout. I don't believe they have any timeouts left. He can run the whole field. When does the clock start? Can't start on the pass in. There's Scott Simmons, and Scott Simmons was finally fouled. No time went off the clock.
Well, we're at home. That shouldn't happen.
Dave, 69, 66.
Scott Simmons to step up and shoot 2, and Scotty's one of our better free throw shooters.
Dave, we've shot 2 every time we've gone to the line.
Yeah. 45 seconds on the clock. 45 seconds. So
this is our 14th free throw of the half. We've made 5. Simmons at the line to shoot 2. 45 seconds to go. 69-66. Shot is up, and it's good.
Right.
Now it's a 2-possession ball game. 70, 66, 45. Simmons at the line.
Seems to me like a long time ago you said this is going to be a long minute 56.
And there it is. There's another one. Oh, Dave,
So we got one of them.
6 out of 15.
We got one of them.
Reinke with a big rebound. He throws it away. Tip. Woo, what action. Riggins for three. Long. Gibson with a rebound. He's fouled, poked in the eye. Now, that's Harry Perry's 5th foul, David. It may be his 10th, but it's only the 5th one called on him.
And that's a big play for St. Joe because he's a vital cog.
Yep. Perry fouled out, the second player to foul. He came off the bench, gave him 9 points, a little bit of quickness. And again, they're going to take their full allotted time to get somebody in the ball game.
And I think this time we'll see Doug or Sean Gibson step up there, take a good, big, deep breath, and get that ball in there.
Well, this will be his 11th and 12th free throw tonight.
And the score is a little beyond what St. Joe normally plays.
Tony Martin coming in the game, going to replace Doug Reinke.
To play the good defense. Doug came up with some great big rebounds there for us.
2 baskets. Missed his only 2 free throw attempts. Here's Gibson back to the line to shoot 2. It's up. It's good. Woo, set the stage. 24 seconds. 5-point lead. 71-66. A lot of people here on their feet.
And you can bet on a three-pointer going up, so there just have to be a wire.
41, Gibson up again. He hits that one. He's hit 3 in a row. 6-point game, 72-66, 20 seconds, 23
Crowley's
seconds to go.
a three. Crowley's
Here's
a three.
Crowley,
an
long bomb, long. Gibson with a rebound. Oh, threw it away, and they return the favor.
All right, 15 seconds on the clock, 6-point lead.
Well, Dave, if I was given a Dandy Don Award, I think I'd give the Dandy Don Award to Andre Walton for the first half and Shane Gibson for the second half because
they've both played a very important role in this game tonight. That was a big rebound by Shane right there that he couldn't quite control.
Here's Hauser back in the ball game, number 22. He hasn't been in for a long time.
We'll go to the line at least one more time, maybe twice.
There's Reinke to Walton. Andre almost tackled. Andre all the way. His first basket, an 8-point ball game, and the crowd's up. It's over. It's missed. Reinke with a rebound. Reinke passes the ball to Simmons. 2 seconds. Andre Walton up. No. And there's our ball game.
All right.
Well, David, I've got Andre Walton with 14 points, 12 in the first half, 2 in the second. I've got Shane Gibson with 20 points. He had
Andre might have snuck 1 or 2 in there right at the end, didn't he? That got him up to 16, maybe?
No, he had 12 in the first half.
Okay. Is that his last or first 2 points?
Here we are.
There at the end?
74-66. The Dons win. Dave, I'm going to turn it over to you, and I'm going to go talk to our Dandy Don of the game, who is going to be Shane Gibson, number 24, the senior from Lanesville, Floyd Central High School.
Well, a big basketball game it certainly was for IPFW history. It's given them now the opportunity to control their own destiny. They're virtually tied for first place in GLVC. That kind of puts St. Joe out of the running. St. Joe certainly gave us a big boost last week by beating Southern Indiana and Kentucky Wesleyan. We'll be back right after these messages.
Tony had some drinks, a few joints, and got into a fatal accident tonight. Only he doesn't know it yet. Drugs make you forget. And if you forget how risky sex can be, you could catch the AIDS virus and not know it for months, even years. AIDS, another way drugs can kill.
You may not think the gas you can save makes a difference, or the amount your whole neighborhood can save, or even your whole town. But when you see how much gas America can save every day, when we all drive just 5 miles per hour slower, it's easy to see how the little bit you can do makes a lot of difference. President Bush hopes you'll do your part. Drive smart.
What comes to your mind when you think about mathematics? Clowns, the street sweepers, the Red Sox, robots, the weather, earthquakes, Disney World, pineapples, conventions, parking tickets, fishing? If these practical applications of contemporary mathematics didn't make your list, you should watch public television's math series For All Practical Purposes.
Gosh, Darlene, it sure is amazing how much we have in common.
I know, Larry. We both love three-car pileups. We both were built in Buffalo.
And we both know wearing safety belts helps save thousands of lives.
This is fascinating.
Don't mind Vince. He's getting over a bad breakup.
I know. Janet's picking up the pieces, too. They're in here.
I wish they understood it's all worth it to get people to buckle up.
Hey, lacerated lovebirds, I sense a major cry.
You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Talk about head over heels.
Well, welcome back to the Gates Sports Center, where the IPFW Mastodons have just defeated the St. Joe Pumas 74-66. And we are about ready to go down on the floor to Ed Leonard with the dandy don of the game, Shane Gibson.
Athletic Center here with our dandy don of the game. Hey, look at this, number 24. Have you been dandy don this year?
Once, I think.
Once earlier. Tell me, Shane, what is it that about St. Joe that brings out the best in you?
I think it's just the competitiveness. They love to play man-to-man, and actually I just love it when someone plays man-to-man because it's easier to run people around.
Well, you had some big baskets tonight. You had a big three in the first half, hit some open shots, worked to get open, 20 points tonight. Made you lead score the ball game, but let's go back to that last game over there against St. Joe.
Luckily, I was able to hit the winning shot the last game. They knew Sean was going to try and get the ball because he did it last year, and we should have won that game, but they fouled him. And luckily, I was able to come off a great pick set and drill the shot.
Hey, let me tell you, it's a great pleasure because last semester about this time, where were you?
Last semester? Where was I?
Weren't you sitting in my class?
Oh, yeah, I was.
How's that?
Struggling for a grade.
Struggling for a grade, and boy, I'll tell you, academically, I was a business major from down there. What's our connection to Floyd's Central High School? There's three of you up here playing ball.
I don't really know. We're all really close now. I guess we all just want to play together again, and this Coach Piazza just offers us a chance, and right now we're doing great.
Now, you're a business major?
Yes.
Planning on graduating next year?
Yeah, hopefully.
Then what are you going to do?
I'm not really sure yet. I'm going to plan on looking for a job somewhere, hopefully out west possibly, or maybe south.
What are you looking at? Are you marketing? Finance?
I'm finance right now.
Finance?
Yeah,
major.
finance.
Well, great. Great pleasure here tonight. Great victory. 74-66 puts us back in first place in the Great Lakes Valley Conference. We've got Lewis here on Saturday night, 8 o'clock. What are you looking for in Lewis?
Well, they're one of the teams that beat us in the conference this year, so it's about time for payback.
I hope so. Let's talk about that payback. You played here 2 years now?
Yes, it's my second year.
Second year. You started out where?
I started off at Charleston Southern. It's a school in South Carolina, and I left after a semester because I really didn't enjoy it down there.
Well, that's a long way from home, isn't it?
It was a long way. It's about 10 hours away from home, and this is much better.
Hey, great pleasure. This has been Doc Leonard along with Dave Skelton bringing you the Royal Downs victory tonight, 74-66 against an arch rival, St. Joe. Our dandy don of the game. Congratulations, Shane.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
Saturday night, right here, 8 o'clock, the Mastodons against Lewis. Lewis, who upset us on the road as we continue our journey toward the NCAA. Hey, come on out and join us for the greatest basketball in Fort Wayne. This is Doc Leonard saying so long.
Well, once again, back at the IPFW Gates Sports Center. Terrific ball game. IPFW Mastodons have kept themselves in a virtual tie for first place in the GLVC Conference. They have 3 ball games left to go, and those are ball games not against the contenders in the rest of the league. They've beaten them all this time around in this second half of the conference, so now they have to continue to play their good basketball. So for Ed Leonard, this is Dave Skelton saying thank you for being with us, and good night.